Thank you for watching Part 2 of Getting to Know InTouch Pro. Part 1 can be found in the Sales Pro video library.
On your About page, everyone has an About page whether you're a pro or not. But if I click on About, if you are an InTouch Pro, you will see this button right here, this Recommend button. So you can share, just copy this URL and send this to someone in an email and say, hey, maybe it's a customer or a colleague or a third party that you worked with in a transaction and it went really well, and you want them to give you a little recommendation. You can just forward them this website here. They can click on Recommend, and they get this pop-up right here. It gets their name, how do they know you, and they can give you a little review. As you guys know, we review everything nowadays. So it is very important that you guys have your people come on here and recommend you, and it's going to add to your website. People want to read the good experiences that other people had with you when they were selling the biggest asset that they had or buying the biggest property, the biggest transaction that they're going to make in a long time. So it's great to have these reviews. I'll show you where they appear. On your About page, if someone does leave you a review, it's going to be right at the bottom here. All of your recommendations are going to be listed. Also, it's going to be listed on your home page, right on the front of your home page. I'll scroll down and show you guys where that is at on my home page. All of your recommendations are going to pop up right here at the bottom. So again, this is good. People are going to want to read about you and read how great of an agent you are, how great of a realtor you are. And the more recommendations you guys have, again, it's only going to increase your SEO, your search engine optimization. So when somebody is Googling or putting into the Bing search, looking for a great agent in Coconut Creek, it betters my chances of coming up in that search. The more I have in my website, the more that will help me. So just wanted to point that out to you guys. The recommendations button is pretty awesome. I like that. All right, next thing I want to share with you guys is our performance evaluator, which can track where your website traffic is coming from. So in order to do that, you are going to have to go back to your back office here. And I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And underneath dashboard, if I hover over dashboard here, a couple of things I can click on. Site activity and performance evaluator. Both of those have a little pro icon next to them. So if you're not pro, you won't be able to do this. But once you upgrade, you will be able to. So if you click on that performance evaluator, a couple of things I'm going to see here. We see our performance summary. So how many contacts do we have in here? How many times, are we following up with them? I don't have any more leads in my system since I'm no longer selling, so I don't have a follow-up rating. But if you guys are putting notes in your system or adding people to listing alerts or whatnot, that will help increase your follow-up. How many emails you sent that month. Should point this out too. It says here monthly limit, 7,500. They just increased that. So if you are a pro user, you can send up to 7,500 emails out per month. Base users get 5,000. So if you're sending blast emails out to large groups of people, we've increased that limit for you guys, which is great. Also, you can see on here listing alerts or marketing email activity. You can see how many hits you had based on those things. Your database value, which is your new, cold, warm, hot leads. And then also the distribution of contacts by source. So because, again, I don't have any listings, but if you did, you're going to see things like Trulia here and Zillow and how many hits you had, how many people came to your InTouch website from those websites. So that will all be tracked here. So that will help you guys with your marketing to see how things are working for you. This is your performance evaluator here. And just quickly, I'll show you guys the site activity page as well. You can just see how many new contacts you've had, where they came from, how many people viewed how many visitors viewed your website, and such. So again, I don't have a lot of activity since I don't have any listings, but you guys will see a bunch of information here when you go to Site Activity. All right. Next thing I'm going to move on to is the blog function. I'm going to go back to my web page here. So you'll notice here on my website, scroll to the top here, you have your Home tab, your Search tab, your Sell tab, all the ones I talked about here, and you have your Blog tab here. So if you're not a pro user, you will not have that blog tab. Let me just click on this so you guys can see how this works. You can, I'll go to the back office in a moment so you guys can see how to actually add to the blog. You can add articles to the blog here, and also Coldwell Banker goes in and they will periodically add to your blog for you. So it's not just going to be blank if you're not doing anything. They will add this, like this was a Coldwell Banker added this one, Coldwell Banker added this one. I went up and added this marketing trends blog the other day. But in order to add to your blog, I'm going to go back to my back office here. I'm going to have to go to that website page again to edit my website. So right next to Hi Danielle, I'm going to click that drop down. I'm going to click on Website. And right under the Pages button, again, I'm going to go to Blog Posts. It's got the Pro icon right there. It's very easy to add blog posts. You can add your own content in there, or you can start with an article that is already completed by Coldwell Banker. So I'm just going to click on that real quick so you guys can see how it works. It's pretty easy. You guys can add to your blog in 30 seconds. And again, maybe or maybe not, people are going to be actually reading this blog, but it will only increase the SEO on your website to help you be more searchable at the end of the day. So you can pick different articles. I'm going to go ahead and click on real estate, and I'll click on a full article. And there's tons of options for me. So I can go in here every month and just pick one of these options that Coldwell Banker has already put together for me. Here's one on home inspections. So as you can see, there's a generic image here, but when you are adding to your blog, you can change that image very easily by clicking Change Image. You can either upload your own image or you can click on our stock photos. So you can put in anything you want here. A woman with an empty wallet. Let's put her on there. Home inspections. Oh, she looks so sad. So anyway, you can change your picture, and all of the information is already here for you. There's an article that's already pre-written. You can edit it, though. If there's a piece in here you don't like, that's fine. You can take it out. You can add more. You can change the font and the size. It's really customizable for you guys, but it's easy and right there for you. So I'm going to go ahead and just save this. All right. And my home inspections blog post is now going to be on my website. It takes 30 seconds, like I said. It's just very, very easy and simple to go through there. All right. A couple more things I want to cover before we finish up here today, guys, is the fact that you can schedule an email when you are a pro user. So if you are not a pro user, you have to, if you wanted to send an email, you'd have to do it right when you're sitting there sending that email. If you're a pro user, you can go ahead and schedule several emails if you're sitting down and you're having a couple of hours of just data entry or whatever you're going to do at your office, and you say, I want to just get all my emails out for the next 2 months, marketing emails, for example. You can do that on Pro. In order to do that, I'll just show you guys a quick one, a reason why you may want to schedule an email out for a specific date. If you go to the Marketing Center, hopefully you guys know that we have email and print marketing campaigns and campaigns here. But if I'm going to send out an email marketing piece, let's say I wanted to send one out for Easter, for example. Easter is coming up in April. I can find, let's see here, holiday, seasonal holiday. Oh, there's a spring ahead one. So let's say I find something that Happy Easter. Here we go. When you guys go into this email marketing center, you will have to personalize the piece. Again, it takes no time at all. Very easy. If you guys go in here, you can add verbiage, you can add photos, you can change the picture out, you can make sure that your information is correct. Very, very customizable. I'm not going to customize this one right now because we're short on time this morning, but when you do personalize the piece, you have to save it. Once you save that piece, you hit exit, and then it's going to say, what do you want to do? I'm going to compose an email. Oh, by the way, I should point this out too while we're here. You guys can publish this postcard to the web and share it on Facebook or LinkedIn. That's another little example of what you guys can do with these. But if I go here and I go to compose email, when you're a pro user, you can choose to send now, or you can choose to deliver it on a specific date. So I believe Easter is April 16th. So let's say I wanted this to go out the day before. I can click any day that I want for this to go out. Choose who I'm sending it to. You can send it to specific groups. You can send it to everyone in your contact database. You can choose. Just to give you a heads up, whatever day you do choose, the email will go out at 6 a.m. So we can't choose the time it comes out. We can choose the day, and it will come out at 6 a.m. that morning. So you can go ahead and schedule this email now so you don't have to think about it on the 15th, the day before Easter, when you're busy doing other stuff. So you can plan and prepare for the whole month, sitting in one day, all of your emails, which is great. Two more things I want to talk to you guys about. When you are a pro user, you have the opportunity to utilize the mobile app, the Market Leader mobile app. The base users do not have this function. There's no app available unless you pay additional fees for that. So in order to get the app going on your cell phones, you will have to go to My Account next to your drop down there. And under My Account, you will see a button here that says Mobile. When you go to your cell phones, to your App Store or the Google Play Store, and you search for the Market Leader app, that's what it's called, Market Leader, it's going to ask you for a PIN number. So you are going to have to come into this back office here under My Account, and you're going to have to go to Mobile, and then click on Create PIN. And when you do that, it'll spit out a 5-digit PIN number. You add that right in to your credentials in the mobile app, and that will get you going. So if you're a base user, we still have our mobilely optimized website for Market Leader and for InTouch, but the app will just simplify and make it easier for you guys. You can send emails from there, you can put contacts in, you can send marketing pieces right from the app. So that's pretty cool, and only pro users will get that. All right. Lastly here, the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about before I get to some of your questions is the fact that when you are a pro user, you can purchase buyer and seller leads. So as an agent, I never utilize this function, so I can't tell you, I can't tell you how great it is. I can't tell you how good the leads are or how much it costs, because that will vary. I would say if you're interested in purchasing buyer or seller leads, you may want to talk to your managers and find out if anyone else in your office has had success with that. If you're a pro user and you're back on your InTouch dashboard here, you can click on the upgrade options. If you're not pro, it's going to give you a button to be able to upgrade to pro. All right. If you are pro, it will say supplement your lead generation, call this 877 number for more information. And they have opportunities, again, to buy buyer leads and to buy seller leads. So if I was still selling real estate, I would probably, if I had to buy one or the other, I would go ahead and buy seller leads. Being a listing agent allows you to, maximize your time, make more money, and not go around driving you crazy with these crazy buyers. We love our buyers. But anyway, go for the listings. And you can buy listing leads through homevalues.com is how they get their leads. And again, the cost will vary depending on your region. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and call this 877 number here for more information, and they will let you know the availability in your area. So that is the basic stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I'm going to go on and get into some of these questions. So if you guys want to stick around and hear the answers to these questions, you're more than happy to do that. But I am through and I'm finished with what I wanted to tell you guys today. So if you want to stick around and hear the answers to the questions, awesome. If not, you are free to go. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. All right, so let me get to some of these questions here. Gary says, when sending out a large email to a certain group, is there a report that will show me how many opened it? Yes, it will. Thank you for asking that, Gary. Let me go back into my website here. I'll share my desktop with you guys to show how you can track that. All right, so if you're on your InTouch dashboard, we used to have a block here that said email. They have removed that from your dashboard. So to get into your emails, sent emails specifically, you're going to go up to this little envelope icon right on the top of your InTouch Pro here. And you're going to go to Sent Items. So it will show campaign and it will show group, it will just show regular email marketing pieces too. Let me go down here and find someone I was selling. I was sending out a bunch of emails. Here's an example here. If you find a sent email, I sent this out to a bunch of people in my contact database, an entire group. So it said I had 160 recipients, and I could just click on View Stats. So I'll bring that back. Gary, if you click on your email icon, click on Sent Items, find that email, and then you can click on View Stats. When you click on View Stats, you can say how many people actually opened it. It was a 59% open rate. Anything over about 30% open rate is pretty good, guys, just to give you a heads up. If you're sending out a mass email and 60% of the people actually looked at it rather than just deleting it right away, that's pretty good. And then this clicked rate, there's a website link there was a link to my website in my marketing piece. So if someone had clicked on that and gone to my website, it would tell me how many people actually clicked on it. So it will show me here who I sent it to, what time they opened that email, and what day. So you can track on, how successful is your marketing piece. All right, so I hope I answered that question. If you guys need more help with that, feel free to email me and I can walk you through it. But that's how you check that. You just view the stats right in the email right there. How does Pro help you to upload the contact list? That is a great question. Matthew Myers just asked me that one. So if you guys have gone Pro and you have a list, an Excel spreadsheet, some sort of list or database full of a bunch of people from a previous position or whatever you have, you can call the help desk, the InTouch Pro help desk, that 866 number. When you go into your dashboard, hover over help, call them. They will ask you to email them that list. They will convert it and they will upload it for you. If you want those people to go in a specific group, you can tell them that, but they will actually format that for you if you are Pro. If I didn't answer your question, feel free to email me at any time, and I will give you guys a call and be more specific. But hopefully I helped you guys. Hopefully you guys can utilize InTouch Pro for your business. Thank you so much.